Yo, what's up with it? This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer. We're going to see what Cancer need to know. You could have already experienced this, or be about to experience this, or currently going through it right now. That was quick. Queen of Swords. Okay. Suppressed emotions. Mental block. Okay, so I'm feeling like someone's lost the stability in a happy home, or lost the stability in a happy family, some type of marriage. It's like it's like a breakup, but someone's happy about it, you know, or putting on the facade that they're happy about it. All right. So you come into this reading basically like feeling emotionally overjoyed or emotionally happy, like fulfilled. You know, but you could be rejecting love offers or some type of love offer. Right now, what you're facing, though, possibly is karma. All right, some type of karma, some type of like comeback around for something you did. It was like a burden that you carried, something that was a struggle. All right, because basically it's like you're having trouble dealing with what you put out. I'm kind of getting. But it was like, you know, you came into the situation happy, like overjoyed. Okay, so you were putting on airs that you were happy something ended. Could be a family, could be a job, could be money, you know, but it's like just the appearance that this is happy even though something has ended. All right, so you have this energy though of like a false start. I'm not like things not really getting off the ground. So this is part of the karma that you're experiencing. If this is like your karma, this could be someone else's karma though, that they're experiencing. Could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you got a Magician, so it could be a Gemini, or you have Leo as well. So it could be someone, they don't have to have Leo in their sun sign, they could have Leo in their chart somewhere. But what this is going to do is it's going to inspire you to let go of those old beliefs, those old ways of being, all right? That's what this karma is teaching. That's what just the lesson that you're learning. So this is like the dark side of things that you're not like, you're trying to like suppress or push down, all right? Because you got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is you not getting rid of things that no longer serve you. This is like negative thoughts, negative ways of being, negative ways of communicating, miscommunicating, false lies. This is also you like being frustrated while sharing your feelings, because I'm getting the Ace of Cups shared along with the Queen of Swords. So it was like you weren't sharing your feelings in the best way. You were kind of rough, but you were emotional. So it's like emotionally charged. This is more emotional over intellect. I say that a lot, but anytime the swords are in reverse, it's always your emotions over your intellect. When your sword is up, you're using more intellect over emotions. You're more cerebral, all right? You're making clear choices, clear decisions, not based on how you feel, but based on what you see, what's real, what's practical, what's happening right now at this point, all right? That'd be air sign energy. But right now, you're experiencing more fire energy, all right? You got a little bit of your energy, but you got more wands than anything. So you're experiencing more passion and energy. Things having to do more so with your drive and getting things that you want. And the reason you're not able to get the things you want is because you're learning a lesson that you need to get rid of things that no longer serve you. And the way that you've been going about things, either expressing your thoughts or expressing your feelings, or the way that you communicate with people when it comes to your feelings, it's got like a dark tinge to it, all right? It's more fiery, more passionate, you know, and it's kind of like, I get this air of like superiority, of this energy of like you're superior, only because you have the Queen of Wands and she's just so like, so chill, like she's for sure that she's in charge, or like she's got it going on. And the Queen of Wands does, you know, But this is just in your conscious mind. In your subconscious mind, you're feeling like you can't get things started. So even though you're putting on the facade that, you got everything together, deep down you're feeling like things aren't grounded, and that you haven't even got where you want to be, or you haven't even got started on where you want to be, or what you would like to see in the physical form. You haven't seen that physical beginning or that physical start yet. So your advice that you got right now is I'm kind of getting this thing of like kind of like enjoying the ride, because if this is karma, this is a lesson that you're meant to learn for growth. So it's kind of like, just enjoying the ride, This is also about your self-expression, so you may need to express how this is weighing on you, because that's how you're going to get rid of this the way that you've actually been expressing yourself. So you're going to have to actually work on like expressing your frustrations. All right, you might need to add a little bit of jokes, kidding, like play around a little bit with it, inject. Oh, there we go, 2 cards. I'm gonna give you 2 cards. All right, so you got, a new start is beginning, a new start is coming, new moon, and then you got, look at the bigger picture, Sagittarius. All right, so yeah, I'm getting, definitely you have to express. You're gonna have to express your passions, express these burdens, express how it has you feeling. All right, this is the lesson that you're learning. You're learning how to communicate your feelings clearly. See, before you were using your emotions, you were explaining them in an irate fashion, where it wasn't really being clear to the people you were talking to. All right, did another one come? I thought 2 flipped. Okay, just 1. So it's a time to give rather than take. All right, so you're gonna be actually releasing those old ways. Now, when it's a new moon in Virgo, this card usually, when it comes to Virgo, I know Virgo is like an overcritical person, analyst. They're like an analytical person. They kind of always see the flaws in everyone else and in themselves. And it's kind of like they have that hesitation period where they don't do things because they're worried about things being perfect. And being that it's a time to give rather than take, so this is an actual situation where you may need to like hone back on the energy that you've given. Even though this is a time rather to give than take, I'm kind of getting like, because you're releasing like old ways, old patterns that felt like some type of stability that kept you comfortable. All right, it like you held close to these beliefs. They gave you some form of like stability and some feeling of foundation. But now those things no longer work for you, and it's actually your job to get rid of those things that are no longer serving you. And what you're focusing on is just this level of karma where you're releasing these burdens, you're putting them down. It's the energy of you still carrying them, and and kind of like speeding up the process because there's a new start coming. So there's the energy of like a new process coming. This could be a trine for you. If you know anything about astrology, a trine comes about, it's more of a pushing motion. You have no choice when this comes along. It's a pushing motion, all right? So you can either be ready for it or not. And this is like a time to give rather than take. So you're needing to release, all right? Get rid of these things is the feeling I'm getting. Like you're needing to really take stock, inventory, be clear about some things, and really like take time to like do introspection, because the Hermit, even though this is not the Hermit is the sign of Virgo in the tarot cards. So I'm thinking of it as you're needing to take some time to like introspect, because you're releasing old beliefs, old patterns, old ways of being, and you're releasing the way that you communicate your feelings and your emotions. Even though this has been like a burden, and you're really, say a lot of Cancers, they don't say that they're angry. They say, I'm really passionate. And you guys may be really passionate, all right? But the way that you're communicating isn't clear when you're in your feelings, all right? When you're in your emotions, they're not clear. And you may feel like you've stated it clearly and gotten to the point, or that you've said what you needed to say and that you're right. But I'm getting the energy of like, that was your old way. Those were the old ways that got you to where you needed to be. Those were the old ways of communicating. There's a bigger picture here. You're needing to see your part in this play. You're needing to see your part in this situation where you played a protagonist or antagonist, where you were the main character, or you were the fill-in that was, adding a little sauce, a little spice to the actual show. I'm not going with them too, because that was so quick, and I forgot to shuffle this deck. My bad, you heard me? So look, Your outcome, though, is going to be releasing these old beliefs. All right, that's what you're really focused on working. Because right now you're putting on this facade as if you're happy. That's something that you figure has stability or long term fall apart. It can't be a family, could be a job, could be a friendship, someone that you've known for a while. But this is just someone who gave you, or some people, or something that gave you the feeling of stability and long term. All right, so this is what you got. It's your advice. Conflict. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. This is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should do. Yep, that's a Cancer. Afraid to express your emotions without being hurt. You don't want to come up out that shell. You don't want to be vulnerable once you come up out that shell, because it's like, hey, I done showed myself to you. Now what will you do? And that's a scary thing, but the next card you got here is relax. All right. So relax. There is plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love. Yeah, man, that's Cancer, man. You guys are love. You emanate love. It just comes out your pores like rose petals and sweet juice. I like Tropicana, to be exact. Yeah, it's just the feeling of the way that you guys expressed your feelings when you were in your feelings. Like you didn't really present yourself the way that you thought you, or the way you envision yourself, but the way you envisioned yourself communicating. It's okay. None of us are perfect. Relax. All right. So what it is just feelings that you've held for a long time. These are burdens. That's what burdens are. 10 of Wands. These are just burdens that you've carried for a long time internally, right? And it's become too much to bear. And so when you do finally express yourself, it comes out in like a whirlwind, and it doesn't make sense logically to people. They have to really be in touch with their emotions to hear what you're saying. Because a lot of times when Cancers communicate out of hurt, if people aren't as emotionally evolved or as deep as you emotionally, they're not going to understand where you are, Cancer. All right, but there's still this energy of a fresh new start coming in. So whether you're ready or not, it's going to be pushing you. All right, so you're going to be letting go of these old burdens and these old ways of being, these old patterns and beliefs. All right, and dealing with this life lesson that's going to teach you a lot. It's going to help you get rid of these burdens, and it's going to push you into this whether you're ready or not. You have this feeling of a false start, but once you get over this hurdle, or it's not even a hurdle, it's just a lesson. It's just like school. You showed up. There's a version of you who you want to be at any given time in the near future. And this lesson that you're learning, your karma, is what you're learning is how to become that next version of you who you envision yourself being 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years down the line. You have to go through these training rituals to get where you want to be, Cancer. And that's where you're at. So look at the bigger picture with that. All right. That's your bigger picture. I just gave you a clue. All right. That's your bigger picture. Your bigger picture is you're going to learn how to express yourself, express how you really feel. When you can become that free in expressing how you really feel, you're going to be able to drop those burdens, those inner conflicts that you've been carrying within yourself over the course of years that built up for so long that eventually you wanted to burst. Now you're going to be able to create a new version of you by letting go of those old patterns of you. That's no longer you. They no longer serve you. They worked before to protect you at that time. But now they no longer can protect you. They no longer can help you grow. They no longer can shield you. In fact, now what they're doing is blinding you. They're blinding you from the truth of who you are now and who you're coming into. All right. But yes, it's good. It's a time to give. So release some of these things. All right. Get rid of some of these things. You probably have to do this alone by yourself, because I don't see any cards where people are together. So outside of you presenting like you're happy that by yourself, or that it's just you and family, or you're happily, that the situation ended, because that's what you got. You got the ten of Pentacles and the ten of Cups. 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 10 of Cups upright. So this is you putting on the facade, or putting on that that perception that things are all good, all right? And there's this fast energy, though, of change coming in. So whether you're ready for it or not, you should be ready for it, Cancer. Whose face is this? Who makes that face? I think that was the face. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys, yo. Just relax. Because the lesson you're about to learn is going to put you into a better position and bringing you closer to who you intend to be, okay? Hey, Cancer, thanks for watching my video. This your boy, Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house. Thanks again.